Take a step inside. Music history.
Take a step inside hip-hop in action. That's right, I'm Jeremy Beaver, CEO and founder of Listen Vision and the Hip Hop Museum with my DJ, the one, the only...
B-Dub the Boy Wonder.
Yo, my DJ.
What's going on? How you feeling?
We got like one of the best DJs ever on the show today.
I agree.
Our guest, all the way from Philly, is the one, the only, DJ Cash Money. Okay, and that's why this record is adorning our site. We have an incredibly special DJ-themed episode today. And without further ado, let's get right into Today in Hip-Hop. Okay, there is so many things going on here in the month of May. I'm going to talk really fast in hopes that I can get through most of it. Okay, 50 Cent and Ice-T have linked up and have decided to do a whole show at Treasure Island with Slick Rick and Too Short, Biz Markie, EPMD, Daz FX, JJ Fad, Sugar Free, hosted by our boy, the one, the only, Chief Rockabizzy B, and Kevy Kev Rockwell on the turntables there. So go check out that amazing show at the Treasure Island Amphitheater. And one of my favorite podcasts is Hip Hop Gods Radio. Episode 425 is now out and available, hosted by Flatline. And it's a really just fantastic cross-section of legendary classic hip-hop every single week, brought to you by host Flatline. Let's see. Did we have the Harlem Fine Arts Show, or did I get rid of that? I think I got rid of that. Okay. Gods. Speaking of hip-hop gods, we have Gods of Rap. That's right. De La Soul. Beautiful piece of artwork there by Amy Cinnamon. And De La Soul on the tour is featuring her artwork. This is the artwork of Medina Design. Mark Colmer. Shout out Mark. An amazing picture there. More De La Soul art. And look at this original piece of art by Mark Colmer out there in the UK with Chuck D at the Gods of Rap show. Shout out to you guys for supporting that show and going to check it out wherever it is. I think they're touring Europe right now, so go check it out. And, oh, man, we got even a little snippet. Here it is. This is Bring the Noise, Public Enemy in Wembley Stadium just the other night. Check it out.
Suckers ever play me, all the bitch, but you can pay me now, no on the road, put a talk about going to nose, slipping it in it, everything that I come on hard, hey, I pull a card, recorded in order,
Performances right there from Chuck D and Public Enemy out there in the UK on their Gods of Rap tour. Now I am going to tell you that my birthday is May 8th. I am a Taurus. What sign are you?
I am a Libra.
That doesn't matter. Taurus is the best. And to prove my point, Mr. Libra, there's like a zillion hip-hop birthdays in the month of May. Let's go through them. Happy birthday to one, the only, Chill Rob G. That's right, Chill Rob G. Ride the rhythm. Okay. Happy birthday to the one, the only, oh, that's May 15th. May 9th is Ghostface Killah. That's right, and that artwork there is by medinadesign.co.uk. This is the Artful Fro. That's right. This artwork here on that vinyl is from the Artful Fro, and she's an amazing artist also in the UK. Do we have any more Ghostface? No, that's it? Okay. Happy birthday to Jimmy Spicer. There we go. The one, the only original MC, Jimmy Spicer. Okay. Jimmy is, let's see, May 30th. Okay, and then Melly Mel is here pictured with our own historian, Jay Quan. And we have an amazing video. Yeah, check this out. Check out this amazing video of Melly Mel. He works out just a couple times to look like this, so check it out.
twice as mean as anything seen on a split screen. In between ice cream and Listerine, church, tabernacle, Sistine Chapel, nigga pristine. Magic Jack like Apple. I don't rap, got a bitch snap that'll twist a nigga cap like a snapple. Mr. MC Audacity. I find R plus Walmart, and you a motherfucking haberdashery. Stop posing like that chick from Frozen. Lowercase traded to your race, that's why you was chosen to lie, steal, cuss, cause you love that white man more than you love you or us. I respect. That's why I wrote them pop hits, you nigga and I only sign white tits. I ain't mad at white people or Jews, they even cut you a check, but they respect me way more than they respect.
That's a 58-year-old MC.
Yeah.
Who looks 1,000 times better than I have looked at any age of my life.
All of us combined.
He looks better than all of us combined. All right, so happy birthday to you, Melly Mel. Also, Hip Hop Museum inductee on our inaugural opening night there. That was incredible with him. Happy birthday to another Hip Hop Museum inductee, Mike G of the Jungle Brothers. And they are going to be playing the Sony Music Hall in New York coming up soon. Art from Amy Cinnamon. Incredible. I love this piece of art. Amy, you're amazing. So go check out that show. And I'm pretty sure that they've added CL Smooth to that show at Sony Music Hall. So check that out in New York. Happy birthday to Parrish Smith of EPMD. Parrish Smith turning 51. And rest in peace and happy birthday to the one and only Rock Rada, if we can. That's an amazing picture from the 1995 DMC World Champion. Check out this really cool. Can you zoom in on this, DZ? This is a really cool DVD that we have from Rock Rada that's in our collection here. And that's The Adventures of Grandmaster Rock Rada. And on the back, featuring DJ Craze, A-Track, Cutmaster Swift, Noise, Swamp. There's Stevie D, DJ Stevie D. So that's happy birthday and rest in peace to 1995 DMC World Champion Rock Rada. Okay, also happy birthday to Salam Remy, May 14th. Incredible music producer. He's got just a zillion hits. Happy birthday to the magnificent Special Ed, May 16th, the youngest in charge, Special Ed. Just 2 days ago, I was at Eaton Hotel with an amazing guy named Jeffrey Tribble and a guy named Common, whose book we are featuring today on the show. He's got a new book called Let Love Have the Last Word. Okay, I really suggest you go out and purchase this book. We got this book signed, and this incredible Source, can we zoom in on this? This incredible Source magazine piece of clothing, also signed by Common. And the reason why we got the Source piece of clothing is because that's where he was first found and discovered, in the unsigned hype section of Source magazine. And then my business partner and co-founder of the Hip Hop Museum, Dave Mays, went on to help him secure a record deal at Relativity Records. So later in the show, at the end of the show, we're going to be showing you some exclusive behind-the-scenes footage of this private book signing and panel discussion that we had with Common just 2 days ago. Okay? And shout out to Jeffrey Tribble for hosting that whole thing. Also, I was there at the Eaton Hotel with Janan Costley. Do we have a picture of these guys? We got Janan Costley, amazing guy that works there at the Eaton Hotel, and Jeffrey Tribble were both there with Common. There's Jeff on the right, and obviously Common in the middle. And here's a picture of Dave Mays and Janan Costley just kind of sitting around waiting for that amazing panel discussion with Common about his new book. Okay. I had mentioned it earlier, but I'll mention it again. This Jungle Brothers show at Sony Hall, CL Smooth has now been added as the opener. So that's May 26th. Another amazing thing happening in May. Man, I discovered these about 2 years late. Apparently, Hieroglyphics have their own sneakers, and I didn't even know, but they're fucking amazing. Wow. They only got like size 9 left. But you can go to the Hyro shop online, and if you have really tiny feet, or if you're a woman, you can cop what they got left. Speaking of women that are incredibly talented, genius, and receiving doctorates, honorary doctorates. Missy Elliott just received her honorary doctorate, and I'd like to show you just a very quick piece of this emotional speech that she gave when receiving her doctorate just the other day from the Berklee College of Music. So check this out. Her very emotional acceptance speech, but I want you to tell you to go online and watch it. It was really motivational. And congratulations to you, Missy Elliott. Nas is Illmatic with the National Symphony Orchestra again, coming up on the 25th anniversary of Illmatic is going to be at where, DZ? Oh, geez Louise, we didn't tell you. Well, it's here in Washington, D.C. I actually think it's at Merriweather Post Pavilion on Sunday, July 14th. So check for that. Okay, Nas's performance coming up. And on Summer Stage, we got Stretch Armstrong, DJ Clark Kent, DJ D-Nice, and DJ Rich Medina. What an incredible lineup of DJs. August 27th on Summer Stage. Okay, shout out to our sponsor.
That is True Heads Clothing. That's True Heads Clothing. If you want to check them out with all these good old snapbacks and fitteds that we always wear each and every Friday, check them out. TrueHeadsClothing.com. That's TrueHeadsClothing with a Z.com.
True Heads Clothing, and if you love True Heads as much as I do, then you can go over to the Ewing Company and match your Sugar Hill Fat Lace hat with the Ewings. Check this out. This is a friend of mine I met online on Real Hip Hop Lives, I believe, on Facebook, and he got the matching set just like I have, and if you want to really drip, that's how you do it. That is dripping. Sugar Hill shoes with the Sugar Hill Fat Lace hat from TrueHeadsClothing.com. And the very last thing I'll say is a beautiful, loving warmth and respect and salute to Bushwick Bill, who's fighting cancer. They have reunited he has reunited with the Ghetto Boys for a final farewell tour there, and they're uniting. So please go see this incredible group and these veteran MCs for what might be their last tour. And we love you, Bill, and sending love and prayers. Keep fighting, brother. Okay? Anyways, stay tuned. Hang in there, DZ. Let's play that intro video again. Oh, no, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Let's play the 1988 World Championship routine by our guest, DJ Cash Money. And while you're watching this, we're going to get him on Skype. So stay tuned. Peace.
sucker boy, you calling me sucker boy, you sucker boy, you calling me sucker boy, you sucker boy, you sucker boy.
Wow, we did it! It's amazing! The one, the only wood grain mixer original, DJ Cash Money. We were just, hey, sir, how are you?
What's good, man? What's good? What's good, y'all?
Whoa, see, bro, listen, when you watch this back and you see how amazing you look right now, you will immediately understand why we had to Skype you in. Okay, and if anyone watches Cash Money's videos and knows that he's not just a DJ, he's also like a video comedian, you will recognize the studio that he is Skyping us from, right?
Yeah, man, yup.
Amazing, amazing. So this is beautiful. I don't know if you can see our set is adorned with your records, and we got Rock Raider's birthday is today. We got his DVD. Rest in peace to Rock Raider.
Yeah, man. Rest in peace, Raider.
Yeah, rest in peace. And if you're just tuning in, we opened with Cash Money's 1988 routine. And first of all, I'm gonna ask you right away, as an old DJ myself, I have the weirdest question. How on earth did you get your fader so smooth? That is not how a wood grain fader is supposed to operate.
Right, a lot of tuner spray. Radio Shack tuner spray, man.
Tuner spray, okay. So if you are of a certain age, you remember we would use WD-40 and tuner spray. But to me, I had a GLI. If you do too much tuner spray, you get the static, right?
No, you got to get the non-residue.
Oh, now you tell me? Oh, now you tell me 20 years later. Oh.
Radio Shack was the only spot that carried that kind of spray.
So when you were practicing at home, anyone that knows Cash Money knows that he was cutting and scratching and juggling records in a way that at that time, I'm just telling you, and you know this, you were so ahead of your time. Tell me a couple people that maybe you were looking at that were your OGs that it convinced you to start DJing.
I mean, from here in Philly, man, definitely Grandmaster Nell, Cosmic Kev, and also Lightning Rich.
Okay. And now what about, we have a little video that we pulled real quickly. DZ, can you throw to this video of Grand Wizard Rasheen real quickly? Do you have that video? Grand Wizard Rasheen. All right. Check this video out real quick.
Yo, before I get started, man, I gotta bring out somebody, man, that's real important to me. Hey, Grandmaster Flash, Grand Wizard Dildo was one of the both of them were the biggest influences in my life. But this brother right here was the guy I got my whole style from. His name is Grand Wizard Rasheen from Philly, y'all. Please give him a hand, man. You know what I'm saying? If it wasn't for him, there would be no DJ Jazzy Jeff, no Cash Money, none of us, man. This man is a pioneer in Philly. And I had to bring him up. One, two, to the legendary DJ Cash Money. On the ground with the Rasheen from Southwest Philly.
There we are. That was a great video of Cash Money, giving a nice salute there to Grand Wizard Rasheen. Do we still have Cash Money on the line, DZ? Okay, can we see him on the screen, DZ? Okay, so tell me a little bit about getting your style from Grand Wizard Rasheen, and how did you even meet him, and what was the scene like in Philly when you just started DJing?
Well, I happen to be in a dance group, man. Kind of on the time.
We're losing your audio there, Cash Money. I'm not sure if he's maybe a little too far from his mic. No, we've lost your audio there. Okay, Cash Money, what we're gonna do is we're gonna give you a call. We're gonna go to a break. Why don't you go, DZ? Why don't you go to his 1987 Battle for Supremacy versus Joe Cooley, and we will be right back with the one, the only DJ Cash Money. We are back. We are back. I'm sorry for the technical difficulties, but we have the one, the only DJ Cash Money is on the line now because we lost the Skype. How you doing, Cash Money?
What's good, man? What's good?
Sweet. All right. We are back. We got you. Sounding crisp and clear. We were just in the middle of asking you how exactly you got your style from Grand Wizard Rasheen and what the scene was like there in Philly when you first started.
Well, Rasheen was the DJ for our dance group that I was in, and he would play all the music for us to dance to. He basically showed me how to mix from turntable to turntable, pretty much. And from that point on, I created my own style, after I learned what he was showing me. And, yeah, that's how I got my style, just practicing, man, trying to be different.
And what influence did Grandmaster Flash have on you? I mean, other than Rasheen, what other DJs were you looking at that time?
Well, I wasn't looking at any DJ at that time because there was no video at that time. It was only like New York City, the cassette tapes. So I can only imagine what they were doing. So, yeah, Flash was the fastest DJ that I ever heard at the time until I saw Rasheen.
So you're saying Grand Wizard Rasheen was even faster than Flash?
Yeah. Rasheen was doing stuff to like the 10th power of what Flash was doing. And he lived around the corner from me.
So tell me about this dance troupe. What made you want to be a dancer? I mean, a lot of people that became MCs or DJs, got their start in different ways. We always ask kind of like all of our legendary inductees, what was the very first song or experience you had with hip-hop that made you fall in love with it, if you can recall?
Oh, man. Well, first of all, the DJs would be playing like James Brown breaks at the park jams or block parties. And there would be a circle of guys that would be dancing, like battling against one another. And the top group at that time was called the Franchise Dancers, which Rasheen was part of the group. And they just so happened to all live around my neighborhood. So, you know, I didn't start getting, growing until I got to like my later years. Cause I remained kind of short. And, I was like the surprise, like everybody thought I was a little kid when I came out there. So, I was like the surprise of our group, man, when we was battling.
So what made you want to go from dancing to DJing?
Just the love of music, man. You know, when you at that time, man, the DJs were out there playing at the block parties, man. They were moving the crowd, and everybody loved them, man. So that's what I wanted to be.
And can you pinpoint a certain point when you decided, okay, I'm gonna try to go for being like either like a professional DJ or a battle DJ? Was there a certain point where you're like, yo, I'm gonna really try to do this?
Yeah, I mean, I was practicing so hard back in the day, man, that I was always trying to do something different, making different sounds and stuff like that. And then, you know, by me doing like little house parties and making tapes for my cousins that were going off to college, you know, I started getting popular. So that's how that all started.
And then at what point did the battling come in? When did you say, okay, I got what it takes to enter a competition? And what was the first competition you ever entered?
The first competition to be honest with you, the only battle that I ever was in was the New Music Seminar. That was the first battle I ever was in.
You kidding me?
Like, to be honest with you, man, back in the day, there was a lot of guys that said they want to battle me, but then when I show up, then they don't want to get on.
Well, that's not the worst. That's not the worst thing.
In the background, I see why. I definitely see why.
Right. I mean, if you ever watched a Cash Money routine, you're immediately like, you know what? I think I'm going to get into accounting. You're like, you know what? Forget DJing. Okay, so, I mean, in 1987, you know, you battled Joe Cooley. And you did a whole bunch of things. And I'm just telling you because I was around at the time and I had the VHS cassette, you know, of all of this stuff. And that's how, you know, cats that were slightly younger than yourself, you know, we would learn. What was it like? What was Joe Cooley already recognized from the, you know, Rodney O and Joe Cooley records, or was this before that time?
I had no idea who Joe Cooley was. That battle was supposed to be between me and Bobcat. A lot of people don't know that.
Oh.
Yeah, Bobcat, the big battle. He had brought Joe Cooley out there. He brought DJ Pooh out there. What happened was Joe Cooley lost in the earlier rounds. And Bobcat never showed. And DJ Pooh was the only one from the West Coast that made it to the later rounds. But I guess Cooley was a much better DJ than Pooh, so they put him back in. So
they can't even find a competition for you.
Yeah, what was crazy was they told me that I had already won, but because said DJ Pooh had got sick all of a sudden, so then they put Joe Cooley back in, and then they told me just to cruise. So if you notice from that battle, I did a routine that I had done earlier, and then Joe Cooley came on after me, and then he did that Kraftwerk thing. I was like, ooh wee.
But like, why scratch with your shoe? I mean, here's the thing, right? Okay, I'm not saying you shouldn't scratch with your sneakers. Like, that's not my perspective. My perspective is, what made you think of that? At that time, that was really, really ahead of its time.
Man, I was doing some bugged out stuff back then. Man, I used to have routines with pencils.
Pencils?
Like 2 pencils. Anything that had like a rubber end at it. Both sneakers.
Wait.
Yeah, I was
Explain
always
the
trying to be
pencils.
different.
What would you do with pencils?
I'd be going back and forth, like using both pencils.
Oh,
Like my hands.
you
my hands
would
never
literally.
touch the-
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Yo, my God. Where does this creativity come from? This is not normal. You're not normal. No, I'm serious. Like, are your parents musical? Is your family, like musical?
Yeah. Yeah, my parents have always been musical. Yep.
Wow.
Yep.
All right, so everybody's got, their first turntable setup story. Cash Money, now it's the time for yours. Tell us the story of your first set of turntables.
My first set of turntables would have to be one Fisher turntable with the stem, and I had one Technics B101 belt drive turntable. That was my very first setup.
And what was the mixer? Do you remember?
It had to be a Gemini because they were the cheapest mixers at that time.
Okay, so you got one belt-driven turntable.
Yep.
You got one. What was
Fisher.
the other? Fisher turntable. You got a Gemini mixer. And
right.
And how did you connect it all? Like, was this in your room? Like, where was this?
Yeah, it was either in my living room of my grandmother's house, or it was up in the bedroom.
Wow. And what type of records were you getting at this time? Can you remember the first record you ever bought as a DJ?
Yeah. First record I ever bought was to be honest with you, man, well, if you want to call, you mean buy with my own money or me picking it out?
Buy with your own money.
Okay.
Specific.
Yeah. Because if it's buying with my mother's money, it would be Alvin and the Chipmunks.
Right. What about you?
Me would have to be Super Rapping.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah. Super Rapping.
Okay. All right, so fast forward, you start battling, and your first battle is in 87, is that right?
Yeah, yep.
So your very first battle, you won? Your very first battle you were ever in?
Yeah.
Man.
And it was back then, we didn't have video to look at DJs.
That's wild.
So we couldn't study nobody's style.
Right. So everything you did, you kind of came up with yourself, or worked with Rasheen, or who was helping you with your routines, and who was just like, you know what I'm saying?
That was all me.
I
wasn't with Rasheen. Yeah, I wasn't with Rasheen at that time.
Wow, that's incredible.
Yeah, all that like Transformers and the juggling and all that stuff. That was all me practicing, man.
That's insane that you're doing that in some sort of vacuum.
Yeah.
So, at what point did you meet up with Marvelous?
Marv lived around the corner from me. Me and his brother, we all went to the same high school, but me and his brother played football and basketball together in high school.
And
so,
do you remember, was there a moment where it's like, hey, let's be a group, let's do this? Like, how did that go?
Yeah, Marv just came over one day and was just like, yo, I rhyme. So we just became cool, and we started making like cassette tapes. So we started getting popular for our cassette tapes.
And then what would the cassette tapes be like? Would it be like you rocking breaks with him on the mic, or like kind of describe what those tapes would be like?
Oh man, I was cutting up all break beats, and he'd be rhyming and just emceeing over the whole thing.
And do you have any of those tapes still?
I do.
Okay.
You know, I don't throw away anything.
Okay, this is good. This is good because at the end of this interview, we will of course be talking to you about your display in the museum. You know, and
okay.
I think it's amazing. Tell my audience who you were, the DC DJ you were on the phone with to verify that this was something real.
Oh yeah, I was talking to DJ Cool, man, yesterday. Yeah, we're getting ready to work on a summer banger, man, out here. So yeah, we're working on this record. So we got talking about the museum, and he was like, "Yo, champ, they're the real deal, champ."
That sounds like something he would say.
Yeah, he was like, "Yo, man, they're the real deal, man." So I was like, "Wow."
That's what's up. That's amazing. Well, I mean, Cool is not only a beautiful human being, but he had, you know, one of the most, you know, kind of like emotional acceptance speeches because, you know, my DJ here, DJ B-Dub. Oh, say hi, by the way, man.
What's going on? How you feeling, sir?
Hey, how you doing, brother?
I can't complain. Just learning, brother. Just learning.
Okay, that's all good. We learn every day, man. All of us.
So my man DJ B-Dub was actually right behind Cool as he gave his acceptance speech, and kind of me and B-Dub both just kind of welled up and kind of broke down as well. And he had all his friends there, and it was a real moment, man. It was really just special. And you know, DJs being the backbone of hip hop. Tell me what it was like to first be in a group and get signed, and you know, how did that kind of come about? How did you guys go from just making tapes to getting signed?
What was crazy was I was touring off of like these cassette tapes were going everywhere. Like you know, speaking of DJ Cool, like me and Cool been knowing each other since the '80s, the early '80s. Like DJ Cool used to be DJing the clubs down in DC. And he was just a big fan of my work, man. And me and him got to talking, and he used to bring me down to DC to spin at clubs.
Oh shit!
Yeah, man. Yeah.
That's amazing that you have that relationship with him to this day.
Yep. Yeah, like Cool just saw something special in me, man. He was like, "Yo, you need to come to DC." So that's why I used to play the clubs with him.
That's amazing.
That's why we're so tight. Yeah.
And his display, you know, his shadow box in the museum has his original Technique 1200 in it.
Wow.
Amongst and the jersey from that he wore in Let Me Clear My Throat, his chain, his hat. I mean, all these amazing things. You know,
wow.
I always wanted to ask you because you know everybody kind of knows you for that wood panel mixer. You know what I mean?
Oh, the Gemini.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Do you still have that joint?
I have a brand new one in the box. I think I do.
Man,
I think I still have it.
Man. I mean, you know, you cats from Philly, you know, I'm from New York, and, you know, New York, I think, always had respect for Philly and vice versa. You know,
but they do, but you had to earn the respect back then.
Well, that's true.
Like,
well, that's
true.
Like
I remember, man, I played Latin quarters for the first time.
Yeah.
And the guy was like, "This guy they say he's the baddest DJ." I didn't even perform yet.
Oh no!
As soon as they said I was from Philly,
oh god,
that's all you heard was boom.
Oh, for real? Oh man.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh man.
Biz Markie was there.
Another inductee into the museum. Biz Markie was inducted in our closing ceremony, so he can attest to this.
Yeah, yep. Biz was right there.
Man,
see, me and Biz were so tight because before they got record deals, they were here in Philly. You know, the whole Juice Crew was started in Philly.
Well, that's right. That's right. So you were hanging with those guys even before the cold chilling days?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
you know, MC Shan, the late, the Bridge is Over. That was on a Philly label, and then Roxanne Shante, she was on Pop Art. So they were always here.
Right. My God. So that must have been an incredible kind of synergy. I mean, granted, obviously you got to prove yourself. You know, hip hop at that time in New York.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it wasn't like it is now, where we have all these established cats. Everybody was still coming up. What was the Philly scene like? You know, because I see that you've reunited with like kind of a new tour with Schoolie D and the Tough Crew, the Too Tough Crew.
Yeah. Actually, we just started taking dates for this Philly tour, Philly Legends tour. That's the thing we're pushing right now.
Well, trust me when I say we're going to work really hard to try to bring you guys here to DC because of everything you guys have done. Can you tell me a little bit about like the Philly hip hop scene at that time as you guys were all starting out in Philly?
Well, at that time, man, everybody was just trying to be different, and fit in. Like a lot of New York artists were coming down here, and the promoters made sure that had Philly artists on the bill. So that's how we started getting noticed. Like if Dougie Fresh was doing a show, then he would see us getting busy on the turntables, and he'll go up New York and be like, "Yo, them dudes in Philly are crazy with it." So that's how we all started getting known up in New York.
And is that also how you kind of linked up with Howie T and Sleeping Bag Records?
I never hooked up with Howie T.
I'm sorry, I mean Sleeping Bag Records?
Yeah, it was Mantronic.
Mantronic, right. Sorry, brain fart.
Yeah.
Hip-hop brain
Yeah.
fart, right. So tell me what that... I mean, that label's like really iconic, What was going on that label at the time?
Well, they had a battle called Philly versus New York battle. And that's where I met Mantronic. And he saw me perform, and he said, "Hey, man, do you want to be signed to the label?" I was like, "Hell yeah!"
Just you as an individual?
Yeah. So what happened was I had two MCs, MC Marvelous and Cool Breeze C. Me and Marvelous weren't getting along, and Mantronics wasn't really feeling my Cool Breeze like that. So he ended up. Now this is some true facts here. He ended up linking me up with Bryce.
With who?
Bryce Love from Groove Theory.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Bryce was my MC for a while.
And what happened? How did Marv get back in the picture?
Well, me and Bryce lived in Queens, and it was the distance was killing us, man. It didn't hurt. So me and Marv ended up mending our ways, and then he got on the record.
And is that when you started producing around that time?
Yeah. Well, Mantronics produced our first single. But he was going through contractual problems. So if you notice in Ugly People Be Quiet, where it goes, Herbie love supplying the beat, it was supposed to say Herb Love and Mantronics, but they edited his name out of it.
Oh, man.
Yeah. And Herbie Love, because he had success with Salt and Pepper and stuff, Sleeping Bag didn't trust me as being the producer, even though I did all the rest of the work after Mantronic left. So, but they basically paid Herbie all this money just to turn up a hi-hat or two.
Okay, that's
yeah.
I think that's a breaking story right there.
Yeah. I mean, no disrespect to him, man. But the record was already done. He really didn't have to do anything, really.
Right. Well, welcome to the industry. Rule number 4080, right?
Right.
Right.
There you go.
Well, listen, we only have so much time, and we have so many things to get through with you. Tell me about some of the amazing, beats that you've produced. I love your. First of all, I love following you on Instagram and Facebook, because if you don't follow Cash Money, let me tell you, he's a total wackadoodle, man. This guy puts together like crazy videos with crazy beats, and then he's like, you're very funny, and like you were like falling asleep while you were loading up the Rhyme and Reason Busta Rhymes beat, and you were cleaning your sneakers, and then it finally loaded up. And I just thought, it was a really funny way to kind of do a throwback and showcase. Tell me some about your most memorable production moments and the most memorable beats you've done.
Well, I've been doing beats for the longest time. It's just that my DJing has overshadowed that. And to be honest with you, man, I don't know if you noticed that I said I was retiring from DJing because I've been doing club dates for almost 30 years, man. And the way that the music industry is going right now, and I was getting burned out, man. And I miss being an artist, and that's what made me come back with my my album that's out now called Street Cash.
What is tell the people what it's like, because I'm an old DJ, so I get the burnout. Tell the people what it is that makes you burnt out, because I understand that, but I want to hear it from you.
Well, it's dealing with agents, especially the agents of today, because a lot of these guys that are in these booking agents are like, no disrespect to the young, but they're like 30 years old, trying to dictate what's going to sell from my era. And it's like, right. I found myself either arguing or trying to prove myself to somebody that should already know of my history. If you're going to be booking the golden era of hip hop, which is my era, you should at least know what you're booking.
Right.
So I found myself just arguing and trying to prove myself to these folks, man. So I said, you know what? Let me fall back, get back into my production, and man, it was the best move I made, man. So now, I'm happy again, man. I'm happy again, man. It's the Street Cash album, man. I know a lot of people don't know it's out, but because we're still pushing it, but
where can people find it? It's called Street Cash?
Street Cash. It's on iTunes, Bandcamp, and Spotify. And you produce a brother named Street Orchestra.
Uh-huh.
Me and him did all the beats, and it's boom bap beats, man.
Is there any scratching?
Yeah, there's scratching on there, but the thing of it is, I didn't go crazy because there's a lot of DJ tools. I want the DJs to get in there and do it.
That's what's up.
So
that's what's up.
You know what I mean?
Well, speaking of get the DJs in there and do it, tell the people, what your feelings were like, because you just did a showcase at the 2019 DMC. What type of nostalgia did that bring up in you? I'm sure they probably ask you every year, though.
Yeah, you know what, man? I've been away from it for a long time, and it's just good to see that the culture is still alive and thriving. So I was really happy, man, to see the young DJs still doing their thing, man.
Well, to be honest with you, Cash Money, I think that's really why we would hope that you shall never retire from DJing. And I say this selfishly because my kids, your kids, the next generation of young people, without the Cash Moneys, the Grand Wizard Theodores, the Grandmaster Flashes, they're gonna just be pressing buttons endlessly. Okay, and there's a lot of new technology coming out. Tell the people what your feelings are about that new phase controller.
I mean, I love the concept that they came up with, and I understand why they came up with it. Because if you're playing at a big festival and big concerts, and the rumbling on the stage is going to make your needle jump, so you basically have to play in internal mode through Serato. So that alleviates all of that, But I think that technology is falling into the wrong hands. That's the reason why you see so many so much goofy stuff going on with it.
That's hilarious.
So-
We're going to play one of those goofy videos because I love poking fun at it. It's almost like saying,
Right.
hey, I'm a chef. Let me microwave this burrito for you.
Right. Like, see, the thing that I'm scared of is the fact that they're going to allow that technology to get into the DJ battles. So if you're seeing this type of foolishness now, what do you think is going to happen with the DJ in the DJ battle?
Yeah.
Somebody might try to drive up in a car and have that attached to the wheel or something.
Well, no, actually, the guy's got it to his bike wheel, so we're going to show
Right.
that later in the video. It's just almost it's kind of silly, but it's also kind of like you don't want to learn all this. It's like learning the crab scratch, and you don't even know how to mix beats together. Do you know? I feel like we're kind of skipping steps in DJ's development.
Yeah, what the problem is, technology was always trying to catch up to what we were doing. But now it seems like
It's
we're
ahead.
chasing the technology now.
Bro,
And
Bro, you just said it. Hold on. Say that again. Say that again, Cash Money.
I said, back in the day, technology was chasing what the great DJs were doing. But now it seems like the DJs are chasing the technology. And I think that's taken away the soul of being a DJ. I think that's what's hurting the culture a little.
It's also hurting
No,
the soul and the funkiness of it. What about the human
Yeah, I want to see
soul?
I want to see more hands on records.
Right.
That's what I want to see.
Right. Listen, I could literally talk to you for all day because I'm such a nerd old DJ that loves this type of stuff, but unfortunately we're drawing to a close. Okay? I want to close with this. Starting halfway through June, we have just secured the new location for the Hip Hop Museum pop-up experience here in Washington, D.C. at the hottest, hippest, coolest boutique hotel called the Eaton Hotel. It's absolutely amazing. Cash Money, if I call you up, will you be our guest on one of these Thursday night parties to spin here if we pay you?
All right, absolutely.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, we can work it out. Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Listen, I want to really salute you and let you know that not only will we ensure to have a proper induction ceremony, but I will reach out to you after the show to discuss, how you would like your display to be, commemorated. Is that cool?
Well, first of all, man, I humbly say thank you, man, because it's a blessing to smell your flowers while you're above the dirt.
Right.
And I really, seriously, I say thank you for even recognizing me, man.
Our pleasure.
I got a lot of stuff can I talk about what I'm doing?
Please,
Hey, man?
please, do it.
Yeah. We just started shooting a documentary of my life and career in September. We started in September. So there's going to be a film that we're working on right now.
Dope.
Of course, I have the Street Cash album that's out. You can get that on Bandcamp, Spotify, iTunes. I'm working on a book of my crazy collection, and we're working on another Street Cash album as well. Me and Street Orchestra.
Okay, but don't release it yet because we're going to pump this one. Everyone go out and get Street Cash, available everywhere for download. Cash Money's latest album that he also produced all the beats on, right?
I did about 7 of them.
Dope.
Yeah.
Dope.
Yep.
Super dope, sir.
So, and check out, make sure everybody looks out for the Philly Legends Tour, man. Coolie D, Tough Crew, DJ Cash Money.
Well, listen, we're really going to be trying to bring that here to D.C. So if you're interested in booking the Philly Legends Tour, please reach out to Cash Money. Cash Money, how if they want to book you, if we're listening from St. Louis and they want to book the Philly Legends Tour, how do they do that?
Oh, they can go through my website, www.therealdjcashmoney.com, or I'm on Instagram, The Real DJ Cash Money. I'm on Facebook, DJ Cash Money. Yeah. It's not hard to find me.
Not hard to find. One of the greatest DJs of all time, DJ Cash Money. Thank you so much for being with us today.
Thank you, man.
All right, salute to you. We will talk offline soon. Let's go to a break here, DZ, with Cash Money and Marvelous's single, Find an Ugly Woman. DZ, you got that? Let's do it. And when we come back, the featured videos, because we're running half an hour over. I don't give a fuck. Stay tuned. Holy cow, that was an absolutely amazing interview with one of my favorite DJs, one of the greatest DJs, DJ Cash Money. What'd you think, B-Dub?
Man, that is I've learned some things. Watching those videos right there, man, and I don't know if you actually heard I was playing one of his mixes from DMC Battle in the background.
I heard it.
Man. Oh, geez.
I heard it.
Great. Awesome.
The fact that he wasn't looking at anyone or anything to do that shit boggles my fucking mind.
Awesome.
It doesn't make any sense. Cash Money, again, you're not normal. Anyways, if you're just tuning in, I'm Jeremy Beaver, CEO and founder of Listen Vision and the Hip Hop Museum, with my DJ, the one, the only
B-Dub the Boy Wonder.
Damn. All right. We have a lot of show today, and we got more to get through. Cardi B got a new pair of Uggs. Normally, this is not news. It's not even worth reporting on. But when you see that someone scored her how do I even say this? Someone played the fucking piano to her talking about her new Uggs. Check it out. It's wild.
None of you bitches got these exclusive Swisher Sweets Uggs. What's poppin'?
What's popping? Ow! I wish I had Swisher Sweet. No, I don't. I actually don't. I literally don't. So this is our.
Men should not be wearing Uggs anyway in the first place. So
no one should be wearing Uggs.
I'll agree with that.
They are unsafe. You will slip and bust your ass. Listen, in honor of our DJ episode today, I got Public Enemy's DJ Lord.
Okay.
Who did this amazing routine I found online. Check it out. Yeah, that's ridiculous. Shout out you, DJ Lord. DZ, we're going to skip that DMC video just because we're short on time. And we're going to go to a happy birthday video for Young MC, whose birthday is May 10th. This is the funniest, corniest video I've ever seen that's based in hip hop. This dude is so fucking corny. Check it out.
Our next guest won a Grammy and American Music Award for Best Rap Artist. He's also penned mega hits for other rappers. He wrote Funky Cold Medina. Or is it Medina? Medina.
Look at you. Even the rest of the people that come from the Valley and the Inland Empire knows it was Medina. Damn.
Wild Thing, too.
Yeah, Wild Thing.
Wild Thing. Oh, man, I'm telling you, I am so unhip. I feel so old.
To think you went to college to introduce rappers.
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
Right. This CD is really a lot of fun. Return of the One-Hit Wonder. Kind of poking fun at yourself there.
Yeah, poking fun at myself and the industry and whatever. I mean, I've been doing this so long, you feel you get better at it. I mean, I know you're doing the news for a long time. You just feel you get better at it as time goes on. And
Funky Cold Medina. That's right.
That's the way he pronounced it.
Funky Cold Medina. That was the most uncomfortable video I've seen in such a long time. All right. This is not uncomfortable. This is a guy named Henry Morales, who I've decided has the dopest turntable customizations I've ever seen in my life. No, I can't even describe him. Check this out. It's amazing.
This is mad. I get more butt than ass true. Where you from? Modesto. California. Where you from? Modesto. California. Where you from? Modesto. Where you from? Modesto. But I learned to be a player in the boat. 1-5.
Now, man, all bitches are the same. I keep them, bro. When I get a bitch, I got a bitch. Right on. I do my some Frisco thing.
Stepping back on the scene.
Those look like they cost $1 million each.
Pretty awesome. You know what that also remind me of? You know your mom's old china, the one you just can't eat on. Just like, don't touch that. No,
you're not allowed in that cabinet.
So that's what that is. You can't touch that.
It's weird because it's like if you got that done, you would want to use it, but then it looks so nice you actually wouldn't want to touch it. Something tells me I bet Cash Money has those, and if he doesn't, he probably wants one. Wants them now. Check out this 20th anniversary animated video by our boy Olise Farrell. I love these animations he does of the classic album covers. This is Ice-T's Original Gangster 20th Anniversary Edition. Yeah, there's a bunch of actually 20th anniversaries happening right now. Another one is the debut album from KMD, Mr. Hood. KMD, of course, birthed MF Doom. A lot of people know that. But MF Doom, then, worked with MC Serch, who we inducted not too long ago. Right? And, man, there's just it's like 6 degrees of separation with MC Serch. Anyways, check out this animation of KMD's debut album, Mr. Hood. Damn, Olise. That's one of the better ones. That was really dope. Yeah, that guy's talented. Olise Farrell on the animation, you guys. And here's a video that Cash Money will hate, and I purposely got it just because we've been kind of joking around about these phase controllers. So check out what this guy decided to do with his phase controller.
Oh,
What the fuck?
retarded. Anyways, if you're just tuning in, I'm Jeremy Beaver, CEO and founder of Listen Vision and the Hip Hop Museum with my DJ, the one, the only...
B-Dub the Boy Wonder.
All of a sudden, I want some stir fry.
I was just going to say, this. I was like, all right, that's funny, but when he got the walk, that shit was hilarious. Anyways, all right, whatever. I love this app. I have to get it for my kids because my son keeps asking me. It's called Playground. And allows you to make the beats. We've played a million videos using this app. Here's the newest one with the Chuck English remix pattern. Oh, shit. Jeezy. That was pretty dope, huh?
Love it.
I want to
love
make
it. That
beats
was awesome.
like that. That's kind of like a new way to make beats. I wonder. It kind of looks like cheating, but I don't know. So I'm going to try it out. But it looks fun. Okay. This is the best pop locking female dancer I've seen in quite some time. Best pop locking person I've seen in quite some time. Check this out. Locking up out of here. What do you think of that?
I will tell you what I think off air.
Okay. Oh, I just understood that. Okay. That was amazing. Okay. Master P has broken a Guinness Book of World Record.
Yeah.
Has broken a world record in the Guinness Book. And it's not whatever record you were just thinking. Check this out. This is the record he broke.
Yo, I want to thank the cast for I got the hook up too. We already working on 3, but we just made history, man. 126 speaking roles in a movie, never been done before in a Hollywood theatrical film. So,
you know, Pops, with that being said, that means that we're giving the most opportunities to young actors and actresses out there, and that's what I appreciate most about this film. Man, it's about the next generation. Right?
Yes, we already working.
There you go. 120 odd speaking roles in one film. You know, I remember Who's the Man and all the cameos that were in that.
Yeah.
I guess that wasn't even 120. So apparently that's a lot. Apparently that's Guinness Book of World Records a lot. All right, 25th anniversary of Saphir's Boxcar Sessions? Yeah, I think so. Debut album by Saphir, one of my favorite joints. Such an underrated MC and album. Check out, again, more animation from Olise Farrell. There you have it. Okay, and the last video that we will play is for my boy Diamond D's new album, Dime Piece Part 2, is out, and it is amazing. It features Pharoah Monch, Buckshot, Smith & Wesson, and a zillion trillion OC, a zillion trillion others, the Diaz brothers, Raheem Devon, Wes Felton, a zillion trillion amazing MCs. You need to go get this album, Dime Piece Part 2. If you don't believe me, just check out what these folks have to say about it.
They always say, like, you know, your top 5 or your Mount Rushmore of who's who. He's right up there.
Diamond D, thank you for taking the time to talk to the people at Ambrosia for Heads and AFH TV, man.
All right, man. Thanks for having me.
With this album right here, I think it shows so much growth.
It's unpredictable. You know what I'm saying? So, you know.
And the thing, too, that's dope about Diamond is that he's one of those producers that's dope on the mic.
He had an understanding of what he was doing. He was delivering. He was full package, okay?
Diamond D is like the cat who kind of took the Bronx and kept us relevant.
You know, since his very beginnings, DITC and even before that.
I mean, man, I feel like I just came up on him. He was able to make the transition from being a producer.
They captured a time and a place that is dead.
I think that it's important that we support all hip-hop.
You always been one of my heroes. You impress a dude like Diamond D. You know, you're doing good.
Dime Piece Part 2, available May 10th. You know, I'm really excited about it, you know?
There you have it. Dime Piece Part 2. Go out and get it. If you're just tuned in, I'm Jeremy Beaver, CEO and founder of Listen Vision and the Hip Hop Museum, with my DJ, the one, the only...
B-Dub the Boy Wonder.
And it is now time for Real Hip Hop News. Well, today we're calling this Real Hip Hop News because we are the ones making the news, okay? So just the other day, 2 days ago, I had the great pleasure of sitting down with the one, the only Common. Okay, he gave a private kind of like discussion, panel discussion. Okay, and at this private panel discussion, he was nice enough to sign. DZ, if we can zoom in on this, sign this Source Magazine piece of clothing here. Which actually still has the tags on it, even though it's like 20 years old. And let me just tell you, why did we have him sign the Source Magazine piece of clothing? Well, because he was discovered in the unsigned hype section of the Source Magazine. Maddie C. over there at the Source Magazine back in the day discovered him, and then Dave Mays, my business partner and the founder and creator of Source Magazine, helped him get signed to Relativity Records. Okay? So not only did we get that signed, but we also got this signed by Common, and that will go into our incredible microphone collection. Okay, and let's see there. Do we have a video? I think I have a video, behind-the-scenes video, of Common spitting a few rhymes from his newest album that couples with this book that hasn't been released yet. So check this out.
To get the earth spinning in the right direct. This movie of life sometimes might project act scenes that don't seem serene. I like Palo Santo, put on Love Supreme. And get into the being of the great I am. That's when I get to seeing just how great I am. Many, many times from mistakes I ran, but I'm just a cake, let me bake, goddamn. I pray I don't forsake my man, and whenever I fall, on faith I land. Imperfections. Resurrections, in the mirror staring at God's reflection, reflecting on my aggressions, on my obsessions, on my progressions. There's a lesson in not feeling less than and seeing life itself as a blessing.
There you have it. You know, I was already a fan of Common, but after this talk and listening to him speak, I'm even more into what he has to say and how he uses love and positivity, you know, to kind of... He's really motivational to kind of guide him. Okay, let's see. We had the most amazing donation yesterday to the museum, and we're standing right in front of it the entire show. You didn't even realize. Do you have a picture of Chucky? So we got a picture here of Chucky Thompson. Nope, that's the RZA. So at the very end, nope, no picture of Chucky. Well, anyways, this, maybe check your email. I think it should be on email. I'm going to hold it up while you're doing that. So we are lucky enough to have one of the greatest producers in the history of hip-hop donate this plaque to us. Okay, his name is Chucky Thompson. He was originally one of the producers with, you know, Bad Boy. And this plaque right here is the actual plaque for Big Papa. That's right. Chucky Thompson produced Big Papa. I'm sorry, there he is sideways, but that is Chucky. And there is the plaque. Amazing. Amazing stuff. And there's Chucky and Dave. Yep. Thank you so much, Chucky. This plaque will be the centerpiece of our RIAA plaques at the Hip Hop Museum, and it's really, really rare and amazing that we even have this in the collection. If you want to zoom in on the label, yeah. There you go, Chucky Thompson. Amazing. Okay. Amazing, commemorating over 1 million sales of the single. Okay, and now we can show that picture of RZA. I was at the National African American History Museum, and Dave and I were personally invited by the RZA to check out his new documentary of Mics and Men that is on Showtime. That's the director right there, Sasha Jenkins, on the far right. And while we were there, we got this signed. This incredible... Okay, I'm going to hold it up. So there it is. We got a Wu Wear jersey. Now look at this. There's RZA. Okay. Below RZA is his brother, Divine, who I found out that night was actually not allowed to speak publicly for the last 25 years. He was just allowed to speak publicly. We will talk off air about why we think he wasn't allowed to speak for 25 years. But let me tell you, he's talking now, brother. He's talking now. And not only that, but my favorite Wu-Tang Clan member is Power Cypher. And why? Well, because he runs Wu-Wear. Okay, so a lot of people don't know, that Wu-Tang Clan is not just all of 9 rappers. It's also the management team and all these guys from Staten Island, that had this vision and got together. So the documentary was absolutely amazing. It was a really amazing documentary. And, of course, we had to have him sign this Wu Wallaby right here. The RZA right there. Had to have him sign that for the collection, of course. Okay? And then we got more behind-the-scenes footage of us, me and Dave, listening to the RZA at the National African American History Museum as they debuted episodes 1 and 2 of Mics and Men. Check it out.
I think every man gets to a point of evolution in life where he feels the freedom to express himself. When Sasha came to us to do this documentary, if you would have came 5 years prior, maybe it wouldn't have been as honest. If you would have came 10 years prior, we wouldn't have said nothing, because talking to cameras feel like talking to policemen to us as we grew up, you know what I mean? But I think now at this evolutionary stage of life, it's like, if you don't tell your own story, if you don't reveal your trials and tribulations, if you don't get it out there, then it goes with you, it dissipates. And then your story be told by somebody else. Your history is like, all of a sudden, Michael Jackson is this, you know what I mean? That's right. And it's like, for us, we felt bold enough, confident enough, and comfortable enough with Sasha and the Master Pill team to tell our story.
Oh my God, that's right. It has come time finally. It's the unboxing. It's the Hip Hop Museum unboxing, DJ Cash Money style. All right, now that you're all awake and no longer stoned, we are going to get right into this. Okay. So, I got a few special things today that we're unboxing. One of them, so check this out, you guys. This was like, I got this for me. Not going to lie, being honest here. And then I was invited to the RZA thing, and I was like, okay, now I can't own this anymore. Have to have them all sign that shit. So, in honor of that now not being mine anymore, I had to replace it. Oh, shit. Nope. Sorry, that was weirdly anticlimactic. So this is something else. I thought this was the jersey. I got another one of those. That was the stupid story. But We just got back in touch with the owner of Cross Colors, one of the most iconic hip-hop brands of all time. And we got a vintage, I think this is just the dopest piece, vintage Cross Colors jersey for the museum.
You dig?
That's right, Cross Colors 89. I love everything about this jersey. And if it wasn't going in the museum, it would immediately go on my body. But it's going in the museum, so there you go. All right, Cross Colors in the house, and hopefully, if the owner of Cross Colors is watching, we are accepting sponsorships, at the museum and on our show, in addition to our amazing hat sponsor, who?
That is True Heads Clothing. True Heads Clothing with a Z.com.
There you go, B-Dub. Let's start opening shit. All right, coming in all the way from Memphis, Tennessee. Tennessee. I think Arrested Development's actually back together and touring. Shout out Speech, who is from where? Milwaukee, Wisconsin. That's right. Storehouse of random, useless information right here. Right here. Okay, so I got this because we have not represented women enough in the Hip Hop Museum. Okay, I'm just being honest. Okay, we need to represent them more. I've decided Queen Latifah is the most talented hip-hop artist in the history of hip-hop artists. You can debate me on that. She is the most talented. That is actually a fact. Huh? No, period. Acting, singing, rapping. LL cannot sing. LL has not been on Broadway. LL is not the face of CoverGirl, because that would be weird. Okay. Roxanne Shante, Cold Chillin', picture by George DuBose, 1989, Cold Chillin', glossy of the one, the only Roxanne Shante. Man, I love that picture. That's a great picture. She looks great in that picture. Look at those earrings. All the girls in my school used to wear these. And then, if they got in a fight, immediately they come off. All right. Got my knife. You got my knife? All right, cool.
I got it just in case. Okay.
Oh, all right. Oh, dude, no. You know who that is, right?
Yeah, yes, of course.
Okay. This is big, guys. This is big. Seriously, this is huge.
I got to cut the music down for this one.
Yeah. R.I.P.
R.I.P. to the legendary John Singleton, who just recently passed away. We just recently lost him.
You're looking at the only known signed glossy of John Singleton that exists. We just got it for the museum.
Big shout out to Boca Raton, Florida, for sending that to us right there. So,
okay. Appreciate that. Shout out Boca. Boca.
I'll leave that. That's so precious.
Yeah. What we're going to do actually is we're going to put this. We're going to display this. So that's. Come on. Rest in peace to John Singleton. If you come to the pop-up museum experience, the Hip-Hop Museum pop-up experience coming up here in June and July at the Eaton Hotel, we're going to be commemorating John Singleton and his movies. So definitely come out to that. Oh, shit. I always do this. I forgot to say where it's coming in from. Thank you, my amazing producer. Coming in all the way, Whiteville, Tennessee. Yo. All right, Tennessee. All right, Tennessee. Tennessee. Here you go. Vito. Oh, wow. This is just the Cold Chillin' Glossy Day. This is the Genius. And if you know anything about the Jizza, or the Genius, you know that this was his first record deal on Cold Chillin' before he was the Jizza. All right.
Coming all the way in from, where did I say that? Texas, I believe? Tennessee, Memphis, Tennessee.
You can't be serious.
I'm dead serious. Memphis, Tennessee. They're loving us right now. Who's everyone's favorite TV show when they were little? I just got to ask this question to our studio audience real quick. Martin? Who? Cops? I don't even have a drop for that.
I know, right?
Forget that.
Living Single,
I asked
y'all.
because we have this glossy of Living Single there.
And the reason we have this is to, stock up on our Queen Latifah display because we're creating her own shadow box for her.
If I had that
because
question
we
one
have
more time, I'd
determined
have
that she, and there she is with Naughty by Nature on the set of Living Single. See, TV, movies, Broadway, singing, makeup.
Got all that.
She's a great human being. I think she did $14 million affordable housing project in New Jersey. Queen Latifah, you are an amazing human. We love you. All right, so check this out. This isn't going in the Hip Hop Museum, but I'm just telling you right now, I'm doing this new sneaker shit. Okay, I fucking love sneakers. I'm a sneakerhead, and these are the dopest kicks I found online. I'm gonna rock them myself on my beautiful feet. Look at this colorway. Look at how fucking dope this colorway is. Can you see it? It's like it's a pink sole. And, of course, we got the, these are the suede Clydes, okay, with the pink. That shit is fresh to death to me. This is the Pork Rhymes edition. I have my own Puma now called the Pork Rhyme Pumas. And these are them. No, I'm just kidding. But I really do fuck with those. I don't know if you guys like them. I like them. All right. Okay. Last piece. Now, this is big. I saved the best for last. And I got this piece because of the Wu-Tang. But I also got this piece because of Source Magazine. And you might be asking yourself, wait, what do those things have in common, Source Magazine and Wu-Tang Clan? Well, in addition to being in the Source Magazine, the Wu-Tang Clan has a long and storied history. And this piece commemorates one of the most iconic issues of the Source Magazine. Okay? So I found this online. It's like, I guess it's like a plaque. So I'm guessing like if you were in the Source Magazine or like really on the cover, right? They would then send you this thing like, hey, thanks for, being on the cover and here's your thing to commemorate you being like in the or on the magazine, right? So this is an original Source Magazine commemorative plaque for the Wu-Tang edition. Okay? And this came out in 1997. And look at that. Presented with sincere thanks for your support in making this issue a success. Issue number 93. June 1997. That's pretty amazing. That is pretty amazing. All right. Wow. Who would have thunk it? Who would have thunk it? That's pretty cool. So, what'd you guys think of our DJ edition? Is that cool? Is Cash Money the shit? I think Cash Money's the shit. Anyways, we love you, Cash Money. And I want to send a big special thanks to Angie Gates at the D.C. Office of Cable and Television and Entertainment, who has been hooking us up, with lots of tickets and lots of support. We really appreciate all the support D.C. has given us. Please stay tuned, because the Hip Hop Museum pop-up experience is about to pop up again mid-June at the Eaton Hotel in Washington, D.C. So please visit us and be a part of history. Okay? Until then, I'm Jeremy Beaver, CEO and founder of Listen Vision and the Hip Hop Museum, with my DJ, the one, the only
B-Dub the Boy Wonder.
And until next Friday at 5, we are Hip Hop in Action. Peace.
As we bring you on a tour of the largest collection of artifacts and memorabilia at the Hip Hop Museum pop-up experience.
On the 40th anniversary of the famed song Rapper's Delight, hip-hop history is coming alive in the district.
With more than 500 items from hip-hop history, there's no shortage of collectibles to spark nostalgia, as well as touch a new generation of music fans.
I said a hip-hop, the hip to the hip-hop, you don't stop the rockin' to the bang, bang, boogie, say up, jump the boogie to the rhythm of the boogie to beat. Now what you hear is not a test, I'm rapping to the beat. And me, the groove, and my friends are gonna try to move your feet. You see, I am Wonder Mike, and I like to say hello. Up to the black, to the white, the red.
Everybody who comes in here for the first time, they're just so excited and inspired because, this has never been done before.
The genre's creators and pioneers have been turning out to see the collection for themselves, and in some cases, to be inducted into the ranks of hip-hop royalty.
I do have one of these And I am proud of this right here.
I think it's a great thing because it shows the maturity of what hip-hop is for this history. And it's not only hip-hop history, it's basically it's black history.
We brought our daughter. She grew up in the backseat listening to this, repeating this. For me, it's a continuation of the love of hip-hop music. It absolutely is.
If you really love hip-hop, I need to hear you say, hell yeah!
Hip-hop to the day I die!
Oh my God, this is amazing. This is really amazing, and I'm glad to be able to be a part of it.
I'm transforming!
Say what? I can't hear you, can't hear you. Say what? Oh, baby!
Yo, main source forever, yo. Happy New Year to everybody in the building.
Big deal, you know. It's been a long time coming. Finally, there's a brick and mortar establishment to show what hip hop means.
A hip hop museum is something definitely needed to preserve the culture.
A traveling food, art, fun, broadcasting, DJ, producer, performance, graffiti, b-boy concert experience encompassing all aspects of a music culture.